We hope you enjoy Stand and Deliver, All or Nothing by Rachel Lawson. Who is this young man? He has the air of a lord, said Lord Hawthorne, a gentleman from a small Yorkshire town. In his ballroom, he was having a country dance. He is Andrew Fletcher. He's newly rich. He's from London, said Sir Kenneth Stanton, Lord Hawthorne's oldest friend who knew everything going on in town. He seems to like my daughter a lot, said Lord Hawthorne. I think I should speak to him. She is wide-eyed and naive. I don't want him breaking her heart. Yes, said Sir Kenneth. They walked over to his pretty daughter, Amy, and her suitor. Hello, Amy, said the Lord to his daughter. Hello, Papa, said Amy. Who is your new friend? Asked Lord Hawthorne of Andrew, who looked nervous. He's Andrew Fletcher. He's newly from London, said Amy. Hello, sir, said Andrew. That's an Essex accent, not a London one, said Lord Hawthorne, suspecting he was lying about himself. I am originally from Loughton in Essex, said Andrew, trying to cover up and make an excuse for his accent. He was, in fact, from Loughton, Essex. You meet many highwaymen there? Asked the Lord, trying to test his honesty. He'd been there, and it was a hotbed of highwaymen. A few. They are hard to avoid there, said Andrew, not lying. The ghost and the terror of Essex are from Loughton too, said Lord Hawthorne. Yes, said Andrew, trying to hide his nerves as he planned to escape if he needed to. He was in fact one of the highwaymen who mentioned he feared he was caught. He knew the Lord from his work on the road. He'd held him up. Stop grilling him. You are scaring him, said Amy. Sorry, man, said the Lord. Thank you, Miss Amy, they scare me, said the ghost, smiling charmingly. Yes, they are brutes, said Amy. The ghost felt guilty for what he was doing to the girl. He had to seduce her to get close to her. Father, which so far wasn't working on her father. She seemed an innocent girl, who he would have wanted to protect from rogues like himself usually, but he had method behind his treachery. He was desperate to save a life. He felt he had no other option than to be a cold-hearted cad. It was all or nothing to him, so the ghost, who was in truth a lord, he was the Earl of Essex, had no other choice but to go against his principles. Drew, another man behind him said. Yes, Andrew said. He was happy to be reminded he wasn't alone in his quest to save a friend. The terror sensing his nerves put his hand on his back to comfort his young friend. Andrew smiled. Go dance with her, said Terry the Terror. Amy smiled at Andrew. Yes, said the father. Amy and Andrew walked away and danced. Terry watched them. Andrew was an expert but nervous dancer. Terry thought they looked a perfect match. He felt sad to think Andrew was not at all interested in the girl. He was too good an actor. She was only a means to a greater end. Andrew rode with her every day and became close to her and her family, as was the plan. Mr. Fletcher, what are your intentions with my daughter? One day Lord Hawthorne asked Andrew, seeing their relationship was getting serious. Andrew stood dumbstruck for a moment, not sure what to say. He wanted to run away, but for the first time in his life, he couldn't move. He thought all he could do was ask for her hand. Her father accepted his plea if his daughter accepted him too. She accepted his hand in marriage. Later that day, Andrew sat drunk and tried to become more plastered in the pub. Sadly, hours after, the even more plastered highwayman held up the Hawthorns. He was unmasked and recognized as Andrew. The next day, a sober Andrew went to see Amy. He complained about blacking out and forgetting where he was the previous night. They looked at him, knowing who he was. Hawthorne called in some soldiers who were there to talk to the victims about the robbery. Andrew didn't know what was happening. He'd forgotten the robbery. Amy cried, accusing him of robbing them last night. He thought his plan had failed, and he wasted his time and felt worse for what he did to the girl. He was in shock. He tried to run, but was captured. The devastated man was put in prison waiting for his trial. There, he met a friend in his cell. They were taken from their cell by a soldier who took them from the prison to see a judge, or so the soldier said. He actually took them to horses. Thank you for saving me, my friends. the man Andrew met in prison said. "You're welcome, Jack," said Andrew. "How did you get in prison and get me out?" Andrew's cousin, the highwayman, Jack Faulkner, asked. "Don't ask," said the soldier, Captain Norton, the terror. Andrew looked ashamed. They rode off home, never to return to the area again, as they were revealed as highwaymen.
All or nothing, your money or your life, nothing or all. You can weaken or you get nothing at all. All or nothing, all or nowhere, nothing or all. You can weaken